You think you can just walk away from me. You think you can leave like I meant nothing. Like the nights I bled for you, the promises I whispered, the world I burned in your name. All of that was just smoke. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to turn your back on me and pretend I was just a phase, a storm that passed. Because I'm not something you escape from. I live in you. You might try to run, but every step will echo with my voice. Every shadow will remind you of the way I looked at you. You think freedom lies beyond me, but you'll find nothing there. Only emptiness that sounds like my name. You broke something inside me, and yet I can't even hate you for it. Do you know how twisted that is? I should curse you, I should despise you, but all I do is crave you more. Every drop of my blood carries your name like a curse that won't fade. I tell myself I'll let you go, I'll free you, but then I close my eyes and see your face, and I lose every ounce of control I ever had. You have no idea what you've done to me. You turned a prince into a madman who can't breathe without the thought of you. I remember your silence more than your words. That silence still speaks louder than anything. It's in the corners of my mind, in the cracks of my soul. You never needed to say goodbye. I felt it when your heartbeat stopped aligning with mine. But what you don't understand is that I never allowed you to leave my world. You may be gone in flesh, but your ghost sits beside me, taunting me, whispering, daring me to forget you. And I can't. I won't. You think I won't come for you? You think I'll let you vanish into the world like you were never mine? No love. I don't forget. I don't forgive. When I want something, I take it. And I wanted you, I still do. You can disappear behind walls, behind lies, behind fear. But the truth is, I always find what belongs to me. You might not see me, but you'll feel me. In the air that grows heavy, in the silence that follows your laughter, in the unease that crawls into your chest at night. That's me. Always me. You say you want peace, but peace doesn't exist without me. You think love is supposed to be gentle, quiet, safe. It's not when it's real. Love is chaos, and I am that chaos. You awakened the part of me that was meant to stay buried, and now it refuses to sleep again. Every breath you take without me feels like betrayal. Every moment you spend away from me feeds the fire I'm trying so hard to control. And you know what's terrifying? I don't even want to control it anymore. Maybe you'll call me obsessed. Maybe you'll call me dangerous. But I'd rather be dangerous than indifferent. I'd rather burn for you and then fade into a man who feels nothing, because that's what I was before you. Nothing. You gave meaning to my madness, beauty to my rage, and now you want to walk away? No, you can't. I won't let you. Run if you must, but remember this. I don't chase, I claim. And when I finally stand before you again, when your eyes meet mine, you'll understand what I meant when I said you were never free. You think you can walk away from me, love, but no one ever truly walks away from the dark. You don't understand what you've done to me. You think distance can undo what's already carved into my soul. You think silence can erase the weight of your name from my lips. No. Every night I still feel you, not as a memory, but as something alive beneath my skin. I hear your voice when I try to sleep, and it doesn't sound like forgiveness. It sounds like punishment. You've turned my heart into a battlefield, and even in your absence, you still win every war inside me. You may have left, but your presence lingers like a curse I can't break. I tried to hate you. I swear I did. I wanted to replace the taste of your name with venom, to turn every thought of you into a wound I could cauterize. But even my hatred bends when it touches you. It softens. It trembles. I hate you the way a drowning man hates water. He still needs it to live. I tell myself I don't care, that you're nothing to me now, but one whisper of your name and I crumble all over again. You have power over me, even from miles away, and it drives me insane. Do you remember how you looked at me that night, like I was something you couldn't decide between loving and fearing? That look still haunts me. It was the moment I knew you'd eventually run, but I never thought you'd have the strength to actually do it. You said you wanted space, freedom, air, but I was the air you breathed, wasn't I? Tell me, how does it feel to choke on a world that doesn't have me in it? How does it feel to wake up without my voice dragging you back into the madness we called love? You think I'm cruel, but what you never saw was how much I tried to be gentle with you. You only saw the fire. You never saw the way I burned myself trying to keep you warm. You call my love dangerous, but it's only dangerous because it's real, because it doesn't know how to end quietly. I never learned how to love halfway. I either give nothing or I give everything, and with you, I gave more than I even had. And now there's nothing left of me that doesn't whisper your name. Everywhere I go, I see reminders of you, in reflections, in voices, in shadows. You've turned the whole world into a shrine of what used to be ours. And it's maddening because no matter how far you run, I still feel connected to you, like some invisible thread refuses to snap. Maybe it's obsession, or maybe it's fate. I don't know anymore. All I know is that your absence screams louder than your presence ever did. You left, but somehow you still own every part of me that matters. I keep telling myself that one day this ache will fade, that I'll wake up and not think of you first. But I lie every day because the truth is unbearable. The truth is that I don't want to forget. I don't want peace if it means losing the chaos you left behind. You broke me, and somehow that's the only thing keeping me alive. I exist in the ruins of what we were, and I'd rather stay here, haunted, than build something that doesn't have you in it. And if the world thinks I've gone mad, let them, because madness is the only thing that still feels like you. I'd rather be lost in the storm you created than walk through a calm sky without your name in it. You can run from me, you can hide, but the truth will follow you. You are mine, you are mine, and no distance, no silence, no time will ever change that. You think this distance protects you, but it doesn't. It only feeds the fire I've been trying to contain. Every night, I sit in silence, convincing myself I can let you go. But the moment I breathe, I feel you again. You've become a part of the air I inhale, the weight pressing against my chest when I close my eyes. You left me with nothing but your ghost, and still it feels more real than anyone else. I talk to the shadows like they're you, whispering words meant for your ears, hoping somehow the wind carries them to you. You think you've escaped, but you haven't. You live in everything around me. Sometimes I wonder if you ever think about me, not as a memory, but as something alive, something you can still feel even when you try not to. Do you ever wake up with your pulse racing, feeling like someone's eyes are on you? That's me, not in flesh, not in presence, but in the kind of energy that never dies. You created that bond. You looked into me and saw a heart that would never stop craving you. You opened a door that you can't close anymore. You can run to the ends of the world, but my name will still echo in the back of your mind when everything else falls silent. You made me believe in something I had forgotten. Softness, warmth, the illusion of calm. But when you left, you took all of that with you. You didn't just walk away from me. You walked away with the only part of me that still felt human. What's left is something darker, something even I don't fully recognize. You turned the prince into a shadow, And the shadow never forgives. I tell myself it's your loss, that you regret walking away, but the truth is it's mine, because no matter how much I try to deny it, I still ache for you. You always wanted me to love you gently, but how could I? My love was never gentle. It was meant to consume, to mark, to claim. I was born with fire in my veins, and when I gave that fire to you, it burned everything around us. You asked for a storm, and I gave you one that had no end. And now, here I am, drowning in my own flames, missing the very person who lit them. You didn't just leave me with memories, you left me with an emptiness that laughs at every attempt I make to fill it. I see your face in strangers, hear your laughter in crowds, and for a moment I believe you've come back. But then reality hits, and the world feels colder again. You turn my heart into a kingdom where only your name reigns, and every attempt to dethrone it ends in failure. I still reach out into the dark sometimes, thinking maybe this time you'll reach back. But all I find is silence, a silence that cuts deeper than any sword. You think love should be kind, that it should heal, but you taught me that love also destroys. And maybe that's why I can't let go, because even in destruction, you're the only thing that feels real. You can build walls around your heart. You can drown yourself in distance. But one day, when the world quiets and you're left alone with your thoughts, you'll hear me there. In the rhythm of your heartbeat, in the spaces between your breaths. I don't want your forgiveness anymore. I don't even want your return. I just want you to know that no matter where you go, a part of you will always belong to me. You can run, you can hide, you can build a new life, but somewhere deep inside you, my name will always linger, unspoken, but never forgotten. And maybe that's my revenge, not to find you, not to touch you, but to live in your silence forever. You know what hurts the most? It's not your absence. It's the way you made leaving look so easy. As if all the nights I stood by you, all the words I spoke that trembled with truth, meant nothing. You walked away like I was just another chapter you finished reading. But I'm not a chapter. I'm the whole damn book, and you'll spend the rest of your life realizing that no one else will ever write you the way I did. You can try to rewrite your story, but my ink still stains every page. I mean, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you look at the world. You can run from me, but you can't outrun what I've become inside you. I see the world differently now. Every light feels dimmer, every sound feels distant. It's like you took color with you when you left, and now I'm trapped in shades of gray. You thought walking away would heal you, but I wonder if you know what you left behind. You left a man who would have crossed oceans for a single look from you. You left someone who believed that love could conquer even the coldest of hearts. And maybe that's my biggest mistake. Believing you'd stay, believing you felt even half of what I did. Because now all that's left are echoes. Echoes of a voice that once called your name like it was a prayer. I keep trying to bury the thought of you, but you keep rising from the ashes every time I close my eyes. I try to convince myself you were just a phase, something temporary. But then I remember the way you looked at me when the world went quiet, and I know that kind of gaze doesn't happen twice in a lifetime. You can pretend it meant nothing, but I know you felt it too. That pull, that madness, that gravity that made it impossible for us to breathe without one another. And even if you deny it now, it doesn't change the truth. We were inevitable. Sometimes I stand by the window, imagining you on the other side of the same sky. I wonder if you feel the same ache, if the wind that touches you carries the pieces of everything we used to be. Maybe it does. Maybe that's why you can't truly forget, no matter how hard you try. The universe doesn't allow souls like ours to just vanish. It binds them, twists them, brings them back in ways that neither of us can understand. You might not see me now, but deep down, you still feel that invisible pull, don't you? That restless part of you that whispers my name when you're alone. You said I was too much, too intense, too possessive. Maybe I was, but at least I was real. At least I loved you with something raw, something that didn't fade when things got difficult. You wanted comfort, I offered truth. You wanted quiet, I offered passion. And maybe that's why you left. Because I loved you too loudly for a world that only knows how to love in silence. But one day, you'll realize that the kind of love I gave you doesn't die. It stays, it waits, it consumes. And when it finds you again, you'll understand why I never let go. I tried to live without you, but everything feels hollow. My kingdom, my crown, my power, none of it means anything when your absence sits beside me like a ghost that won't stop breathing. I've fought battles, conquered lands, but I can't conquer the emptiness you left behind. You've turned me into something between man and madness, a creature that still calls your name even when no one's listening. And the more I try to silence it, the louder it gets. So go on, keep pretending you're free, keep pretending that the world feels lighter without me. But remember this, freedom doesn't mean forgetting. You'll meet others, laugh again, maybe even fall in love, but somewhere in the quiet moments when everything else fades, you'll feel it. My presence, my voice, my love, unending, unbroken and waiting like a storm that never truly passes.